Alright, welcome back, Truth Seeker. Want to talk about the latest celebrity death, Bashar Jackson, known better by his rap name Pop Smoke. He's reported dead at the age of 20 in the early hours of February 19th, 2020, what is the 50th calendar day of the year. Just did a video on this on my main channel, GematriaEffectNews, but this will be a better presentation because we have more information now. Going to talk about him dying on the 50th day of the year and having the surname Jackson in light of the rapper Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent, who got famous with the song How to Rob. This young man, Pop Smoke, was reportedly killed in a robbery. And I'm going to get to how this is perfectly coordinated with 50 Cent's 44th birthday. He's 44 years old right now. Going to talk about a lot of things. Going to talk about his hit song, Pop Smoke's hit song, Welcome to the Party, in light of the fact that he's killed at his party. His recent collaboration with artists Travis Scott and Nicki Minaj. His song dedicated to Christopher Walken, who once played Frank White in King of New York, a character that many rap songs have been made about, including by the late Notorious B.I.G., who's from Brooklyn, New York, like Bashar Jackson. And we're also going to talk about the Mellencamp family. He was reportedly killed at a house owned by the daughter of John Mellencamp. And the family name Mellencamp has Gematria 50. Going to show you what a ritual it is with the owner of the house that he rented from. And we'll also talk about parallels to Nipsey Hussle's death, which was almost a year ago in the LA area, even the recent death of Kobe Bryant, and more. So, if you watch the last live stream, it'll be a little bit redundant, but we got more information. So again, starting with the basics. This rapper's artist name, Pop Smoke, had the Gematria of 38, the number associated with death. The number that shows up again and again and again around celebrity death. Just like how earlier this month, February 7th, the 38th day of the year, I said, just watch how many celebrity deaths pile up on that day. And sure enough, young and old, a lot of unexplained deaths on the 38th day of the year. From Tupac Shakur to Notorious B.I.G. to about a million other celebrities, the number 38 shows up. You just heard about Drew Carey's ex-fiance getting thrown from a building and dying. She was 38 years old. Pop Smoke, he's renting a house from a 38-year-old right now, John Mellencamp's daughter. Again and again, the same numbers show up with celebrity death. 38. And just to make a point, because I didn't do this in the last video, but I've done it a million times before, the movie poster for Murder by Numbers, you'll notice only two letters are changed to numbers. The E is changed to a 3 and the B is changed to an 8. 3 and 8. And Murder has the Gematria of 38 as well as 83. Again, the song Murder by Numbers by The Police came out in 1983. It's about how killing's the sport of the elite, and it's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. The star of that film, Sandra Bullock, 83. Words such as killing, death, R.I.P., they're all 38. Gematria equals 38. That's the practice of coding numbers into words. Again, there's the song out there by the band Slipknot, Gematria, the killing name. The first member of that band to die died at age 38. Gematria is the numerical code behind English and other languages that came before it, including Hebrew, Greek, etc. This practice of letters and numbers and dates in the calendar year comes from Kabbalah. In Kabbalah, it stated that God created the world with letters, numbers, and words, just like how in Genesis, God speaks the world into existence over numbered days. And this is a Jewish practice. It's no secret who controls the world of entertainment, from sports to music to movies. This man had just moved essentially to Hollywood, living in Beverly Hills. Okay, so 38. Now look at his rap name. Again, in Gematria, there are 4 base ciphers. Alphabetic order in reverse, alphabetic order with the rules numerology, reverse alphabetic order with the rules numerology. Using the numerology ciphers, Pop Smoke is 38 and 34, like rappers 38 and 34. Murder has the Gematria of 34 and 38. That's the fate of Pop Smoke according to the mainstream. Killing has the gematria of 38 and 43. We're going to talk about how he died 43 weeks after the release of his song Welcome to the Party at his own housewarming party in LA, and how he was reportedly killed at 4:30 a.m. 4-3. On February 12th, I said look out for a celebrity death. Ended up being Willie Nelson's drummer. Drummer equals 38 and 43. Already a lot of dead drummers to start 2020. And by the way, this musician's dead at age 20, like we said, right when the year began. This will be a rough year for celebrities because death equals 20. Pop Smoke, 38 artist name, dead at age 20 in 2020. Okay. Other words that sum to 38 include death, RIP, and the common rap word, the one that doesn't end with ER, NIGGA 38. Tupac Shakur, dead on a date with 38 numerology, same with Notorious B.I.G. September 13th, 96 was Tupac, March 9th, 97 was Notorious B.I.G. Again, this young man was killed at Teddy Mellencamp Arroyo's house. That is the daughter of John Mellencamp, recording artist. Notice she is 38 years old. And from the death to her upcoming birthday is 133 days. The rapper's full name is Bashar Baraka Jackson, which is 133. Couldn't have been scripted any better. If you measure from her 38th birthday to his death, it's 233 days. And part of the story is that he accidentally posted the address of where the party was at on Instagram, and the address is 2033 Hercules Drive. So 233 days after her 38th birthday at the address 2033. 233, again, is the 13th Fibonacci number. LA's 13. It's also the 51st prime number. Conspiracy's 51. Just talked about this with Kobe Bryant recently. Talked about it many times before as well. And it's been shown in the media that he was loaded into ambulance number 41. That matters because he's dead on a date with 41 numerology. His name in the most pure cipher, Bashar Jackson's 41. His first name alone with the reverse alphabetic order, Bashar's 41. He's from Brooklyn, 41. He's dead in LA, 41. And let's not forget what just happened with Kobe Bryant, who died at 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41. Again, he died 41 days after Joanne busted the Lakers. He died 41 days before Shaq's upcoming birthday. They said his chopper took off at 9:06. The 911 call was made at 9:47, 41 minutes later. Again, when Kobe scored 81, the rest of his team scored 41 points. When Kobe scored 60 in his last game, the rest of his team scored 41 points. He made his last shot over number 41 of the Utah Jazz. Utah was established on January 4th or 4/1. Again, if you haven't read my book, I wrote about Kobe Bryant long before he died and how his career was defined by 41, a big LA number, a number that's used all the time in LA. And now we have the death of another musician in another 41 ritual in LA. And the cause of death is a robbery, killed during a robbery, robbery 41. YouTube says he has 41 videos uploaded on his account at the time of his death. We've seen this before. Again, we documented this with Mac Miller last year. Or was it? It was more than a year ago now. And others. Seen this before. His genre of music is classified as gangsta rap, and I'm not mutilating the spelling. That's how they classify this genre of music. Gangsta rap. 41. We'll get to 50 Cent's song, which is classified as gangsta rap, How to Rob. Because I suspect that these men probably are related. They have the surname Jackson. A lot of people in the world of entertainment are blood relatives. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is 50 Cent's child, honestly. So we'll get to that. He recently put out a song called Christopher Walking, dedicated to Christopher Walken. Notice Christopher Walken's birthday is the same day that Nipsey Hussle died last year. And from the death to Christopher Walken's upcoming birthday is 41 days. The term king equals 41. Remember, King James passed Kobe in scoring in Kobe's hometown of Philadelphia the day before Kobe's supposed death in the massive 41 ritual. Christopher Walken played Frank White in the film King of New York, a gangster film. And you go through the lyrics of hip-hop music, there are many references to Frank White. Maybe more references to that character than any other character in the history of Hollywood. And Notorious B.I.G. rapped about Frank White all the time. Of course, Notorious B.I.G. also from Brooklyn. Like Pop Smoke. They must be running out of rap names, huh? Pop Smoke. Can't imagine that anybody would pick that for their own name. Anyway, he just did a song. And look at this. The song... Oh, shoot. I forgot to post it in there. I'll just show you real quick. Let's see this. Pop Smoke, Christopher Walken. So this song right here... It was funny. I just saw how it loaded up the Firm, the Nas rap group with AZ and Foxy Brown. I mean, there's just so many correlations between hip-hop music and gangster films. But anyway, this song, Pop Smoke, Christopher Walken, tribute to Christopher Walken. It came out January 15th, 115. If you've seen my work on the death of Notorious B.I.G. and Puff Daddy's No Way Out album, which came out 115 days after his death. Again, that's a killing number. But anyway, 115, from the release of that music video for Christopher Walken to Christopher Walken's upcoming 77th birthday is 77 days. And remember, Secret Society 77, Theater 77. Most of these rappers are what are known as studio gangsters. They pretend to be something they aren't. The industry, the prison industrial complex, literally pays these young men to brag about the gangster lifestyle, which they really have nothing to do with. And why do they want that? Because they want the music to influence other young men to go out and act like gangsters so that they can become part of the prison industrial complex behind bars, where they're then used by corporations as slave labor and paid essentially 20 cents an hour, rather than a better wage that they would get if they weren't behind bars. Again, this is an industry. This is an industry targeting black communities. People like Pop Smoke are a part of it. People like 50 Cent are a part of it. And now 50 Cent is an actor. On February 11th, the 42nd day of the year, 50 Cent's new show just came out on television. What's it about? A man who was wrongfully incarcerated and put behind bars for most of his adult life. So anyway, from the release of Christopher Walken, Pop Smoke's song, to Christopher Walken's 77th birthday, 77 days, don't think for a second that's an accident. Big numbers in this nation, 77. The house where he was killed at, it was on Hercules Drive. Hercules is 44, like shooting, like kill, like execution, as we'll get to in a little bit. 50 Cent, the rapper's 44 years old right now. His song, How to Rob, equals 44. Again, that's how 50 Cent got famous. His name is Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. This rapper's name is Bashar Jackson, and they do look very similar in the face. They say that Pop Smoke was killed in his driveway. And the last time we talked about a young black man being killed in the driveway, it was Beanie Wells' brother this past summer. We showed how it was synced up with the start of Ohio State's football season, and said that that was a sign that Ohio State would have a positive season. They ended up making it to the 14 playoff, had a very good season. This is how it works. Sacrifice for somebody else's gain. Beanie Wells played at Ohio State. His brother dies, synced up with Ohio State's opening game. But notice the gematria of shooting in driveway. The exact same in 3 of the 4 base ciphers. And as we'll get to, there's an image down below, a picture taken from his driveway hours before his killing, which TMZ pointed out. This rapper who was killed, again at his housewarming party, his hit song was Welcome to the Party, which came out April 23rd, 2019. That was the 113th day of the year. Bashar also equals 113, number of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, which controls the world of entertainment. That was a date with 46 numerology, like sacrifice is 46, like rap is 46. From the release of that song to his death was 303 days. Kind of like 33. The address he was at 2033 Hercules Drive. Masonry Secrecy Order, 33. Just did the song with Travis Scott Gaddy, 33. It was also 43 weeks and days. Remember, Killings 43. He was killed at 4:30 in the morning. And for people who are calling in right now, I will take calls at the end of this presentation. Just give me about, 10 more minutes. I should be done. I'll let you know when the phone lines are open. The music video for this song came out after April 23rd. It came out May 28th. And from the release of the music video for Welcome to the Party to his death was 38 weeks and 1 day. Again, rapper 38, death 38, murder 38, killing 38, RIP 38, Pop Smoke 38, renting the house of a 38-year-old. Think about it. Remember the 8 months and 22 days as well. We're going to talk about the reflection of that number 228 in regards to Curtis Jackson in just a moment. And for the person who keeps calling in, again, I will take calls at the end. But when I look at this face right here, I totally see 50 Cent's face. I see a young Curtis Jackson right here. I would not be surprised in the least if they are close relatives, if not father and son. He's only 20 years old. Curtis Jackson could easily be his father. By the way, when I woke up to do this decode, TMZ's last update had been at 8:03 a.m. Not an accident. Murders 83. Again, Murder by Numbers came out in 1983 by the police. They put this picture in their article hours before the shooting. And look, they're just trying to communicate with you. Look at the rapper who's now dead's face. I mean, is there anything that looks positive about his expression? It's like it tells the story. Looks like he's depressed, like he just heard the news, what the script is. And this is his friend holding stacks of cash. Okay, so, again, he just collaborated with Travis Scott, who's a lot bigger name in the industry than he is right now. Travis Scott's 27 years old, the ritual age. From Travis Scott's birthday to the death of this young man, 42 weeks and 1 day. February 42, number stamped all over Black history. Again, just yesterday we talked about the death of Esther Scott, who starred in 90210. This guy was just killed in Beverly Hills 90210. Esther Scott had her heart attack on the 42nd day of the year, the anniversary of Whitney Houston's death, and then she ended up dying 42 weeks and 1 day after her own birthday in Black History Month. 42, the number stamped all over Black history in a million different ways, including the rap name 50 Cent, which is another 42. This song that he did with Travis Scott, it came out December 30th. Again, that's the only day in the calendar year where you can add the day plus the month that equals 42. There's no other day. Just 12 plus 30, 42. Again, that's LeBron James's birthday. LeBron James, 42. It's Tiger Woods' birthday. It's Tyrese's birthday. Pop Smoke, he had an album called Meet the Woo, 42. Nicki Minaj did a remix of his song, Welcome to the Party, from Nicki Minaj's birthday. Her 37th birthday was the day Juice WRLD died. Juice WRLD equals 42. From her birthday to the death is 73 days later. Again, Sacrifice is 73. You could also say it's her 74th day of her age. Rapper, Killing, Masonic Occult, Gematria, English, 74. Again, Notorious B.I.G. from Brooklyn died 73 days before his 25th birthday, or a span of 74 days. And it's always the same numbers, again and again and again. Here's Tupac on the cross with the Machiavelli cover. Tupac, Machiavelli, rapper, rhymes, songs, Jesus, cross, killing, Masonic, it's all 74. Run it in reverse, Killing and Masonic are 115. Again, that Christopher Walken song came out on 115. He was from Brooklyn, New York, 74. Again, I'll remind, last year on March 15th, the 74th day of the year, the company from Brooklyn, New York, Jewish-owned company Etsy, banned my book on Gematria. and Murder by Numbers. My book was banned on the 74th day of the year. That shows all the people throughout history who've been killed by this code. Why would a Jewish company from Brooklyn, New York ban my book on the 74th day of the year? Again, the answer is self-explanatory. So, these are the numbers. Brooklyn's one of the most Jewish neighborhoods in the world. So there's Pop Smoke and 50 Cent. And 50 Cent's 44 years old right now. From his 44th birthday to the death of this young man, 228 days. Remember, death is 38 with the alphabetic order. Sumerian gematria is multiplying the alphabetic order times 6. So A is 6, B is 12, C is 18, D is 24. 38 times 6 is 228. So he's dead 228 days after 50 Cent's birthday. He's dead on the 50th day of the year. He's dead in the Mellencamp home. Mellencamp's 50, like 50 Cent, like 50th day of the year. And again, 50 Cent's 44 years old right now. How to Rob 44. Hercules 44. The House on Hercules Drive. Shooting 44. Kill 44. Execution 44. How to Rob was classified as a gangster rap song. Gangster rap 41 as we began with. Redundant. And then the rapper died 6 months and 30 days after his own birthday in Hollywood Hills 63 and a home invasion 63. Again, it's the same type of stuff year after year, the same numbers, the same type of rituals. Last year when Nipsey Hussle died by the numbers, I pointed out how they loaded him into an ambulance that had everything to do with the numbers stamped all over the event. Again, today, Bashar Jackson, Pop Smoke, loaded into ambulance number 41 on a 41 date numerology with the 41s all over the place. Last year, you had Nipsey Hussle shot in front of the marathon, and then they came out with the killer's name on April 1st, April Fool's Day, and they said his name was Eric Holder, like the Attorney General, and then they said his nickname was Shitty Cuz. But just notice, the marathon 57, April Fool's 57, conspiracy 57, loaded into ambulance 57, and they put out the shooter's name again on the 44 date numerology. There's a whole lot more to the whole Nipsey Hussle thing. If you were here last year, again, for those of you who are new, I'm on my 20th channel. They continue to delete my channels, but had a lot of work on Nipsey Hussle, all the music videos, the predictive programming, the artists it was connected to, Jay-Z who put his music on Tidal. Just, it was a massive ritual, Nipsey Hussle. And just like Juice WRLD's was earlier this year, it's just, again, this is the way it works. This is the way the industry operates. And why do they do this? Again, they work by letters and numbers and dates because they are Kabbalists. Kabbalah says this is how God operates. This is how they play God over the masses. But why do they kill their artists or have their artists fake their deaths? Again, that's easy. It's all financial. It's all financial. Anytime somebody dies, their work sells about 1,000 times better, literally. I guarantee you right now, Pop Smoke, just everything about his is up. The views are up. Think about all the views on YouTube right now that his music's getting. Almost every time you click on his music video, what happens? A commercial. That commercial's money for someone. Everyone going out and buying his stuff. There's probably merchandise for sale already. There's probably RIP Pop Smoke shirts being sold. Albums, everything. It's money, money, money. Money. And remember, Juice WRLD, the way he spelled it, 42, number stamped all over Black history. And again, Juice WRLD also died on the 59 date numerology. If you've read my book, chapter 18, it's about how 42 and 59 come together in these rituals, killing black people, shaming black people again and again and again. Just like how February typically ends on the 59th day of the year, except for in leap years. But again, Juice WRLD, his tweet from April 25th, the 115th day of the year, 115, killing Masonic. He tweeted, "My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple years, then fake my death." And again, his handle, Juice WRLD, spelled with the O and some extra D's, the way he spelled it, 128, just like how he died December 8th. It's all there in the Gematria. And then he died on the same day, again, is the anniversary of John Lennon. And by the way, he made that comment on Twitter, which is another 115 on the 115th day of the year. Again, the patterns are so redundant. And within his own music, by the way, he died in Chicago, 46, at Midway Airport, 73, Sacrifice, 73, 46, like we just talked about with Pop Smoke. His name was Jared Higgins, 73, Higgins, 73, 46. Again, you only see it all if you know the ciphers, forwards and backwards, the base 4. Oh, and again, Death Race for Love, his album that he put out on March 8th. Dates can be written 3/8 or 8/3. Murder, 3883. Death, 38. Again, just the same redundant numbers. And the whole thing with TikTok and all that. He died on Nicki Minaj's birthday, but again, he died on the anniversary of John Lennon's death, who was shot with a .38. And he had referenced John Lennon in his own lyrics in the song All Girls Are the Same. Then he dies on the same day as John Lennon. And he told people he was going to fake his death, and people still think it's all a coincidence. I mean, this is why I get embarrassed for people, you know? Always leave in the comments, I don't know, I'm a skeptic. What are you a skeptic about? Like, seriously? I mean, I get it if you're a skeptic, you're new here. You haven't been here for the 6 years that we've called out people's deaths, the day people are going to die on, the sports championships, and everything else before it happens, you know? But seriously, presentations like this, I mean, you really shouldn't be a skeptic. What you should do is go out and apply the knowledge and test it out instead of leaving a comment like, I'm a skeptic. Well, you might be a skeptic, but I don't know. Common sense might also be lacking. There's nothing really to be skeptical about. This is what's being done. It's very clear who's doing it. The you-know-who's. Again, Jewish mysticism is Kabbalah. It's the you-know-who's that run the industry. So we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. If you want to call in, again, the number is 509-731-0567. So again, 509-731-0567. You know, and if you are that person here that's a skeptic,